Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. Hit the bell to be notified of our upcoming videos. This is a review of the updated version of the Bremont Martin Baker MB2. This is a watch that was configured in their new online configurator. So what Bremont allows you to do now is go to their website, and by using a configurator, you can change the dial color, the case back, most importantly, the middle barrel. This is aluminum, so there's different choices you have here. Strap or bracelet. You can have a solid case back, open case back. I wouldn't so much call it a customized watch, but it's really a configurator, which allows you to choose a lot of options. So let's talk about the Martin Baker relationship. This was one of the most important third parties that British Bremont ever worked with. And Martin Baker is a company that makes ejection seats. And I actually had the fortune of visiting Martin Baker with Bremont one time several years ago. And they pulled out this box. It was like a watch carrying box. And in there was all the prototypes of the MB watches that were basically used in ejection seats and failed, or basically all the prototypes. So these watches were very, very authentically tested in an environment, an ejection seat environment, and they were designed to withstand this. So what does that mean? Well, one of the things that Bremont did is design a sort of a gel holder, there's sort of a gel mount for the movement. I'm not sure if you can see it here, but there's sort of a gel that holds the movement in place, and so if there are vibrations, that gel absorbs them and doesn't negatively affect the movement and protects it. As you can see here, I'm playing with the internal rotating bezel. It clicks. It's called a Rotoclick, and this is a timing bezel. So you can see here how that would operate. You can use that for various features, and I like that. That's a fun little feature to have. Over here you have the crown for the time. The dial here is blue, and so I sort of configured this one just to see what it would look like. I think it's actually quite nice. This is the blue dial. The case, again, this is the steel case. It's 43 millimeters wide, but this is the DLC one. And the case itself is already hardened steel. So Bremont doesn't use just normal steel. They actually make their own cases, and then they send them off to be hardened, specially hardened. So this is not only just a hardened steel case, but it's also coated in black and highly scratch resistant. And with the matching steel bracelet, I wish the bracelet integrated a little bit better with the case. You can see it just sort of has a flat look like there. There's no end link to connect it with the case. That I think would have been a nice touch. But for the most part, Bremont actually sells the Martin Baker watches primarily on straps. So the bracelet was sort of an odd option. I like it a lot, but apparently most of them are on the straps that have a little bit different look. But I think having an end link there would have been a nice little touch. Overall, not that big of a complaint, but something to think about. The middle section here has been a Bremont Signature, and there are various colors available. There's a certain color. Is it orange? I think it might be orange, but there's a certain color of the Martin Baker watches which is only available to people, maybe it's red actually, I'm not sure, it's one of the colors, only available to people who have survived being shot out of a plane in an ejection seat. So you don't automatically get a watch, but you have an opportunity to buy the watch only if you had survived being shot out of a plane in the ejection seat. So apparently some relatively high percentage of the people who do get shot out of ejection seats choose to buy the watch. They get some special rate. I'm going to show you in the dial here, and this is a slightly refreshed dial, so it looks a little bit different than the last generation Martin Baker. But at the end of the seconds hand here, there's a little black and yellow, looks like a little pull, and that is what would be on your ejection seat if you needed to pull it for the emergency. So that's a sort of little nod right there. It adds a cool little aviation touch that I think is fun for sure. There are, again, a lot of ways to enjoy this, but this is one of my favorite of the Bremont watches because it is a very real tool watch. It's a modern tool watch in the sense that ejection seat watches didn't exist in the past, and it just has sort of an effortless, casual style to it that sort of fits anywhere. And here with the blue dial and purple middle case, you can see that you can get a little fun with it, even though it is still a very conservative timepiece. Again, this is the Bremont Martin Baker MB2 watch. This represents the new version that comes out of the configurator. Prices start at $4,995 as configured with the bracelet and the black case. This one is $5,860, and you can see the full review on aBlogtoWatch. Thanks.